Good day. We will talk about new ICO project that called QuarkChain. So QuarkChain, found online on QuarkChain.io, is a blockchain project based around the idea of shards, subchains, and root chains. The project first appeared online in February 2018. Well, basically QuarkChain wants to build a blockchain focused on scalability and security. They will use two protocols or layers that facilitate transactions. In honesty, it's a bit complicated, and I would suggest heading to their website if you really want to read about it in depth. They talk about the root layer and the sharding layer, and it's a bit complicated and technical. In order to understand what QuarkChain really wants to do, you actually have to understand the physics behind the project. For example, quark and physics are actually composite particles or protons and neutrons. They are the foundational building blocks of all matter. In this concept, it simply means it does not have a substructure and cannot be split. On the scalability side, we have the sharding layer within QuarkChain. So, all minor blockchains or shards process a subset of the transactions on the QuarkChain blockchain independently. As the number of shards increases, so too does the number of transactions, which can be proceeded concurrently. On the security side, we have the root layer, which confirms all the blocks in the shard by including the blocks headers in the root blocks. In other words, the root layer confirms all blocks from the shard chains but does not proceed transactions itself. Why do we need a solution like QuarkChain? What problems aren't being solved by today's blockchains? The QuarkChain white paper identifies all of the following problems with today's blockchain. Its security issues. Blockchains are subject to security issues. The QuarkChain white paper only really mentions only security issue, and that's a 51% attack. However, 51% attacks can certainly be a security issue for smaller blockchains. Decentralization. Bitcoin and other blockchains were designed to be a total decentralized, with every node having one vote and nobody controlling all the nodes. In reality, we've seen the formation of mining pools and other collective groups organizing nodes into voting blocks. This is threatened by the decentralized nature of Bitcoin. Scalability. Blockchains like Bitcoin are struggling to scale. All transactional capacity increases. The size of the blockchain grows, leading to larger requirements for storage, bandwidth, and computing power. Lightning Network. The QuarkChain white paper specifically mentioned the Lightning Network as the problem with current blockchain. The relation to the most common criticism of Lightning Network introduces centralized payment process to a decentralized blockchain threatened by future of Bitcoin as a decentralized payment solution. QuarkChain offers a highly scalability blockchain that claims to be able to process 1 million on-chain transactions per second. QuarkChain achieves better scalability using two-layer structure. The first layer offers elastic sharding, which is a type of database partitioning and separates very large database into smaller, faster, and easy-managed components called data shards. Data shards are the key part of the QuarkChain project. The second layer, meanwhile, is known as the root blockchain. This is component that confirms all transactions, pushed by the first layer. The second layer of QuarkChain can be resharded as needed without changing the root layer. Another unique feature of QuarkChain is the ability to offer guaranteed security through market-driven collaboration mining. Essentially, this means that 50% of network hash power is devoted to the root blockchain to specifically prevent double spending attack. Furthermore, multiplied cheaper low-resource node can be formed clustered to create a supernode. QuarkChain will also offer efficient cross-shard transactions in two varieties, including shards and cross-shard transactions. In-shard transactions occur when the input and output addresses of the transactions are in the same shard, while cross-shard transactions occur when the input and output addresses are in different shards. Cross-shard transactions can be issued at any moment and confirmed within minutes. As the number of shards increases, the speed of the cross-shard transactions will also increase. Finally, users will interact with the QuarkChain blockchain through a simple account dashboard. The dashboard will allow you to view all cryptocurrencies from different blockchains, different shards from one wallet screen. Plus, you can manage all addresses using a single private key. QuarkChain will also support smart contracts. In fact, the blockchain specifically supports smart contracts running within the Ethereum virtual machine, which means developers can directly deploy their smart contracts to QuarkChain. And the result of all these technologies is that the QuarkChain has 8 minor blockchains with a target block time of 10 seconds along with the root blockchain with a target block time of 150 seconds. Cross-shard transactions. QuarkChain will offer two types of transactions, including in-shard and cross-shard transactions. Any user can issue cross-shard transactions at any time. Cross-shard transactions can be confirmed within minutes. Cross-chain transactions. QuarkChain allows cross-chain transactions because it's mentionally only one root chain. The root chain facilitates tokens transactions from another chain using an adapter. Then, the blockchain performs the transactions like a cross-shard transaction from the QuarkChain side. And the smart wallet. QuarkChain will have a smart wallet that will have two levels, including your primary account and secondary account. The primary account is the address in the user of the default shard, while the secondary account manages the rest addresses of the users in the rest shards. So QuarkChain is a blockchain that aims to offer 1 million transactions per second. It solves various problems with today's blockchains, including excessive centralization, poor scalability, and security risk, using unique system of quarks, subchains, and root chains. So, that is all information that I want to tell you. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.